Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be my top 10 spring polish picks. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel down below and hit that bell so that you're notified anytime I post any new videos. And let's just get started. A few of these have come from collections that came out within the last few years, so they may be a little bit more difficult to find, but I'll try to link down below any of the more difficult ones to find that aren't in core collections, kind of a place at least online where you could purchase them. That way, if you are interested in any of these shades, you'll be able to get them. So I painted each one of these shades on my nails so you can kind of better see what they look like on my skin tone anyway. Keep in mind, I am quite fair skin toned. So my very first pick, I knew I wanted to pick a mint green, and I put it here on my pinky. And I really wanted to pick a true mint, one that doesn't have any blue in it, because for me, this almost just is like spring in a bottle. So I went with China Glaze's Refreshment, and this is beautiful, super easy to work with. It's a light mint shade, and yeah, it's a cream polish. So this one is still widely available in stores. I don't think you'll have a hard time finding this at all, so check your Sally's, I'm sure you can get it. This is gorgeous, and it's one I recently purchased not that long ago, so this will be my first spring wearing it, but it's beautiful, highly recommend if you're kind of into these spring green polishes. So yeah, that's it on my pinky. My next choice is this beautiful light coral pastel shade, and this one's by Essie, and this is in the shade Vandigo, and this is beautiful. This is a shade I always reach for every spring. It's just a pastel cream shade. This one actually has a pretty decent formula as well. But yeah, this one is gorgeous, and I love to wear this every spring on my fingers and my toes. It's stunning. And I get a lot of compliments when I wear this shade. I kind of find that everyone seems to love this coral shade. So next up, I knew I wanted to have a really light purple shade, like a pastel purple, in my top spring picks. So I went with this one right here, and I promise you guys I'm not flipping you off, but this is beautiful. This is just a light cream purple, and this one's by Essie as well, and it's called Ginza, and this one is gorgeous. Another beautiful shade for spring. I know every spring I'm kind of gravitating toward these pastel shades, and this is a great one if you like purple. So yeah, that's that shade right there. So I knew I wanted to add a yellow as well in my top choices for spring, and I went with this one right here on my pointer finger. And this one is gorgeous. It has a bit of a light blue, almost green reflect in there. It's kind of a light glitter, and you can really see it. It's really obvious on the nail. This one's by Zoya, and this is in the shade Daisy. And this is beautiful. I was actually really impressed when I was painting this on my nails because it pretty much got opaque in one coat. And for a yellow, that's pretty hard to find. So if you can get your hands on this one, I'd highly recommend it. Beautiful, and I think perfect for spring. I absolutely love to pull out a yellow polish during spring. And I think this is one of the only choices I actually have out of my top 10 that has shimmer in it. I tend to gravitate towards cream polishes mostly, but that one, when I do want something a little different on my nails, that one is a great choice. And again, here it is on my pointer finger. So next up, I knew I wanted to have a red polish in my top picks. And this one isn't really a true red, but I have it here on my thumbnail, and it's got quite a bit of pink in it, and it's quite a vibrant fruit punch kind of color is what it reminds me of. And this is the type of shade I always gravitate towards in spring, and this is really shiny even without top coat. This is by OPI, and it's in the shade Dutch Tulips, and this is beautiful. Another cream polish, really easy to work with. A great staple polish to have within your collection. It's really great to wear any time of year, but especially I love to pull this one out during spring. So that was my top 5 picks for this spring. I really wanted to incorporate some bright colors, the pastel shades, but also the more vibrant kind of shades for this spring. But I also wanted to incorporate some more neutral shades for those that may not be able to wear more color on their nails, or those that aren't really into all the bright colors. I wanted to incorporate some more neutral shades that you could really get away with wearing anywhere. So on this hand, I have, let's start with my thumb. I have this beautiful peach shade, and and it's definitely more peach than Vandigo by Essie. And this is, it's got a little bit of shimmer in it, so it's not a true cream, but you really don't notice it that much on your nails. Only if you're looking really closely at it yourself. I don't think anyone else would be able to really notice it. But this is by Zoya, and this is in the polish called Tulip. And this is beautiful, and it's perfectly named even for the spring. I think this one came out in last year's spring collection. And this I'd actually categorize as more of a Crelly formula. It takes a little bit to get opaque. I did 2 coats on my thumb, but it could have even used a 3rd coat, to be honest. But other than that, it was still a really easy formula to work with. I find it's a bit more subtle on your nails, so you can get away with wearing it, or at least I could get away with wearing it in my corporate office. I don't find it too offensive or attention grabbing. So my next choice, I wanted to pick something that's a little deeper, something just even a little bit more neutral. And I went with this one right here on my pointer finger. And this is kind of a gray tone, but it's got a lot of blue in there. This is beautiful. Again, another cream formula. And again, this is by Essie. And this is in the shade Petal Pushers. And this I love. I think this came out a couple years back in one of their spring collections. So I think you can still get your hands on it. It wouldn't be too hard to hunt down. But yeah, this is gorgeous. Really easy to work with, and I tend to get a lot of compliments when I wear this shade. But yeah, if you're not really into all these bright shades on your nails, this is a great alternative. It's still neutral, but something a little bit more interesting. And then along the same lines, for a neutral polish to kind of wear in the office, I knew I wanted to choose a dusty rose kind of mauve shade that is also kind of widely popular right now. Everybody seems to really like this type tone. If you're not really into these cool tone neutrals, this is more of a warm tone for you. This is a cream polish as well. And this one's by Essie, and this is in their shade Fun in the Gondola. And this is gorgeous. This one, I'm not sure which collection it came from, but if you can't get your hands on it, I know Essie's Ladylike is very similar to this, but I love to wear this shade really any time of year, but especially I like to pull this out during the springtime, anytime I want a break from all the bright colors on my nails or the pastels. This is a great alternative, and it's kind of like a palette cleanser. So yeah, I think this would be a very suitable shade for anyone that's not into the brights or that works in a corporate office. Next up, I knew I couldn't have my spring polish picks without a light baby pink, and I went with this one right here. It's again another cream formula. This one's actually by China Glaze, and this is in their shade Something Sweet. And it's actually, it comes out a little bit brighter on your nails than it looks in the bottle. So just be aware of that. But I think this is still quite along the lines of a neutral polish. I think you can get away wearing this in any environment really. So it is a light pink, but I don't think it's too offensive or attention grabbing. This is kind of a go-to for me, this type of a shade. I love to wear this any time of year, but I especially gravitate towards this during the spring. But yeah, this is just beautiful, and I'd highly recommend, if you don't already have this one, to pick it up. And my last choice, I knew I wanted to pick a complete nude polish, appropriate for anywhere. If you have like a really strict job that really you can't wear anything on your nails, basically, this is a good one because it's not just like a clear coat, there is color to it. And this one's by Essie as well. And this is in their shade Topless and Barefoot. And this is beautiful. It's another cream polish. This is so neutral that it doesn't really look like you're wearing anything on your nails other than your nails look clean and polished. So yeah, I thought this would be a good choice. And I know it's in Essie's core line, so it should be readily available at any store if you are interested in purchasing it. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this one as a nude. If you work in a really strict environment where you're not allowed to wear much on your nails at all, this is a great choice because it just looks like you're professional, put together, and you've got clean nails. I love that look. It just looks simple but elegant, and I'd highly recommend this shade if you don't already have it. It's a great cream polish. For me, my skin tone is definitely a little lighter than I'd like it to be for this polish. I think this polish would look a little better on tan skin. So if you have a deeper skin tone, I think this would look amazing on you. But yeah, again, a good staple to have if you want to break from all these bright shades, or if you work in a strict environment. This is a great shade to have. So that was my top 10 spring polish picks for this season. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you have any top picks that you're loving this spring, please let me know down in the comments. I'd love to know what you guys are loving this season. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in my next one. Thanks guys, bye.